Lisa and Leo, a story of forced love. Chapter 1, The Girl with Dreams. Lisa lived in a small, quiet town. Her world was simple but filled with big dreams. She was 20 years old, studying in college, and her dream was to become a teacher. She loved books more than jewelry, loved silence more than noise, and loved freedom more than comfort. Her parents were middle-class people. They were proud of their daughter because she studied well, respected everyone, and never caused trouble. Lisa often sat near the window at night, writing in her diary about her future. She wanted to inspire children, build her own career, and live life by her own choices. She believed love would come naturally one day, when she met someone who truly understood her heart. Until then, she wanted to focus on her studies and career. She had no idea that her life was about to change in a way she never wanted. Chapter 2, The Boy with Power. Leo was the complete opposite of Lisa. He was 22, rich, and arrogant. His father was a powerful businessman who owned land, properties, and had influence in politics. Because of this, Leo grew up believing that everything could be bought: respect, love, friendship. People in town feared his family. Wherever he went, people either praised him or stayed silent. No one dared to say no to him. He loved attention, and he loved winning. Leo had many girls interested in him. They admired his looks, his car, and his money. But Leo was never satisfied. He always wanted more respect, more control, more power. When he saw Lisa for the first time, he felt something different. Chapter 3, The First Encounter. It happened in college during a cultural event. Lisa was sitting with her friends, laughing at a silly joke. Her smile lit up her face, and her calm nature made her different from others. Leo walked into the hall with his group of boys. As usual, students turned their heads to look at him. Some girls whispered, "That's Leo, the richest guy in town." But Lisa barely noticed him. She looked once, then continued chatting with her friends. That small act of ignoring him hurt Leo's pride. He was not used to being unseen. Something about Lisa's indifference pulled him toward her. From that day, Leo's eyes searched for her in college. He started noticing her in the library, in the canteen, on the way home. She wore simple clothes, carried books in her arms, and walked with quiet confidence. The more she ignored him, the more his desire to get her grew. Chapter 4, The First Proposal. Leo decided not to wait. One afternoon, he blocked Lisa near the college gate. His friends stood a little distance away, watching. "Lisa," he said confidently, "I like you. Be my girlfriend." Lisa froze for a second, then looked straight into his eyes. "I'm sorry, Leo. I don't feel the same way. Please don't follow me again." She walked away calmly, but her heart was racing. It was not easy to reject someone like Leo, whose family was feared by all. For Leo, the rejection was unbearable. No girl had ever refused him before. Instead of accepting her answer, his ego burned. "She will be mine," he muttered to himself. "If she won't come willingly, I'll make her." Chapter 5, Pressure and Fear. Days turned into weeks, but Leo didn't give up. He followed Lisa silently. He sent his friends to keep an eye on her. He even warned boys in college not to talk to her. Lisa began feeling suffocated. At home, she cried and told her parents, "Leo is troubling me. I don't like him. Please talk to his family." Her father looked worried. "Lisa, you don't understand. His family is powerful. If we oppose them, they can destroy our peace. Think about your younger brother. His future will be ruined." Her mother added softly, "Maybe Leo really likes you. He's rich, he can give you everything. Why are you saying no?" Lisa felt betrayed. The people who were supposed to protect her were asking her to surrender. She wanted love, not fear. But nobody listened. Chapter 6. The proposal turns into marriage. Leo's parents soon approached Lisa's family with a marriage proposal. They praised Lisa for her simplicity and said, "She will be the perfect wife for our son." Lisa begged her parents, "Please say no. I don't want this marriage." But her father lowered his eyes. "We can't fight them, Lisa. It's not only about us. It's about survival. If you refuse, they will make our life miserable." Her heart broke. On her wedding day, she wore the bridal dress, but her face was pale. Everyone admired the beautiful couple, but inside, Lisa felt like a prisoner. Leo smiled proudly. To him, it was victory. He believed love would come after marriage, that Lisa would eventually accept him. But he was wrong. Chapter 7. Life in a Golden Cage. After marriage, Lisa's life turned into a silent battle. She lived in a big mansion with servants, expensive furniture, and all luxuries. But she felt like a bird locked inside a golden cage. Leo tried to be close to her, but Lisa avoided him. She spoke only when necessary, did her responsibilities, and kept her distance. One night, Leo lost patience. "Why don't you love me? I gave you everything, money, a house, comfort. What else do you want?" Lisa looked at him with teary eyes. "You don't understand, Leo. Love cannot be bought. You forced me into this marriage. You didn't win my heart, you trapped it." Her words pierced through him like a knife. For the first time, he realized money could not buy everything. Chapter 8. The struggle in Leo's heart. At first, Leo was angry. He thought, "She's my wife. She should accept me." But her tears and words kept echoing in his mind. He remembered his own childhood. His father had always controlled his mother. She never smiled, never lived freely. As a child, Leo had ignored it. But now, seeing Lisa's sadness, he realized he was becoming like his father. He didn't want that. He wanted Lisa's love, not her fear. But how could he undo the damage he had already done? Chapter 9. The Turning Point. One evening, Leo sat beside Lisa, his voice softer than ever before. "Lisa, what do you want from me?" She looked at him with tired eyes. "I want freedom. Freedom to live my life, freedom to study, freedom to choose. If you really love me, let me be myself." Those words hit Leo harder than any insult. For the first time, he realized that true love meant letting go of control. That night, Leo couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about Lisa's face, her pain, and her unbroken spirit. He made a decision. Chapter 10. A New Beginning. The next morning, Leo surprised Lisa. "From now on, you are free. You can continue your studies, you can work, you can do whatever makes you happy. I won't stop you." Lisa stared at him in disbelief. Was this the same Leo who forced her into marriage? She didn't trust him completely, but she saw honesty in his eyes. She nodded slowly. For the first time since marriage, she felt a little hope. Chapter 11. Building Respect. Leo kept his promise. He enrolled Lisa back in college, supported her studies, and even encouraged her to work as a teacher later. Lisa watched him carefully. She noticed that he was changing. He became calmer, more thoughtful. He no longer shouted at servants. He even apologized when he lost his temper, a thing she never imagined he would do. She still carried the pain of forced marriage, but she also began to see that Leo was trying. Chapter 12. Friendship Before Love. Months passed. Lisa became a teacher at a local school. Leo often dropped her there, waiting outside just to see her smile. They started talking more, not as strangers, not as enemies, but as friends. He asked her about her students, and she asked him about his work. He listened to her ideas, and she listened to his struggles. One night, Lisa said, "Leo, love is not about power. It's about trust. If you continue to respect me, maybe one day I will love you." Those words gave Leo hope. For the first time, he understood that love was not something to be forced. It had to grow naturally. Chapter 13, The Long Wait. Years went by. Lisa's career grew. She became respected in town as a kind and talented teacher. Leo too changed. He started donating to schools, helping poor children, and living more humbly. At home, he never pressured Lisa. He gave her space, her freedom, and stood by her choices. He waited patiently for her to open her heart. Lisa saw all of this. Slowly, her anger and pain began to melt. She saw not the arrogant boy she was forced to marry, but a man who had transformed himself for her. Chapter 14, True Love. One evening, as they sat together watching the sunset, Lisa looked at Leo. For the first time, she felt no fear, no burden. Instead, she felt peace. She gently held his hand and whispered, "Leo, I forgive you. And yes, I love you now. Not because you forced me, but because you changed yourself for me." Tears rolled down Leo's cheeks. He had waited years for this moment. Finally, he had earned the love he always wanted, not by force, but by respect and patience. Chapter 15, The Lesson of Their Story. Lisa and Leo's story was not a fairy tale. It was full of pain, mistakes, and struggles. But it also carried a lesson: love can never be forced. It must be earned with respect, patience, and care. What began as forced love slowly transformed into true love, not because of wealth or power, but because of change, forgiveness, and growth. Lisa continued teaching, inspiring hundreds of children. Leo continued supporting her, proud of the woman she had become. Their love story became a symbol in the town, a reminder that change is possible, and that real love comes only when there is freedom.